In today's video, I'm going to show you how I create this hairstyle. You guys asked me to do a hair tutorial, so here it is. So if you are interested, keep on watching. This is what my hair looks like in its natural habitat. As you can see, it is not like straight, but it's not like curly. It's a little bit just, you know, doing its thing. And this is it being just air dry. I try to air dry my hair as much as possible. Meaning by that, I mean I wash my hair and just let it do its thing. I don't put any heat on it or so on. Sometimes I do depending when I wash my hair. But most of the time I always try to let it air dry just to, like, you know, use less heat, you can say. But this is it. As you can see, a lot of more frizziness is what I suffer with more than anything. Especially now that I got a haircut not too long ago. My ends don't look as bad. You know the struggle if you were a blondie. You know what I'm talking about. A you guys also wanted to know what products I use in my hair. I use a lot. I'm very, very extra. I worked at a salon for a couple years now. So I know that you do really need to, you know, put products in your hair the same way that you do skincare, that you do a routine for your makeup. You also want to have a routine for your hair. Now, this is some of the stuff that I personally use. A lot of it's going to be stuff that you will find in salons, but most of these brands too you can find online. But this is the Renee Furter OKARA color. This is the sorry, they have very like exotic names. This is the Color Radiance Rutual Color Radiance Rutual. So this is basically, I like to use this because it's going to help enhance my color, but also it helps protect my hair from like heat and UV light. Sorry, my camera's just being a little dick. I just gotta say it. Why you acting up for? But I like to use this to also like help detangle my hair because I always suffer with that, especially because, you know, you're adding chemicals to your hair. It tends to dry out a little bit, so you need to have a lot of hydration into your hair. And then I also use the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In. This one I love, and I used to use it a couple years back. Now, the only thing that I have complaints about this is that sometimes it's really hard to get the product out. It doesn't spray as evenly sometimes. It's more like a squirt sometimes, so that's like the struggle of it. But this stuff is amazing. It'll definitely help detangle your hair. So I like to use these two as well. And then I also like to use the Orbe, and sometimes I mix it up. I have a whole drawer just full of products, but at the end, just get something that works for you. Make sure that you have like a heat protector, something that's going to hydrate your hair, smooth it out, whatever your hair concerns are. Now, this is the Orbe Invisible Defense Universal Protection Spray. So this one, I also like to use it to help like detangle my hair, as well as to give a little bit more of a, you know, protection, whether that's just from the sun or from heat as well. So I like to use this. I really like the mist of it. It's in a spray bottle. You can find this again in salons, or actually Orbe just recently this year. They didn't used to do this. They are now in Sephora. So there's a lot of good Orbe products that I like that you'll probably see throughout this video because I am very familiar with Orbe. But you can find them at Sephora, as well as Kerastase. Now, this is the Keratin Thermique. I always struggled with Kerastase because they have very exotic like names for their stuff. But this is the Discipline Keratin Thermique Smoothing Taming Milk. Now, this is good if you're going to be blow drying your hair right away. But I also like to apply this when I am just... Why is my camera just not listening to me today? Excuse me, sir. You are working for me. You listen to me. But yeah, I like to apply this. This is more of like a cream form. I'm just going to take a little bit out so that you can see the consistency of it. You see it's thick. It's not too runny. A little goes a long way. With these kind of products, because most of the stuff that I use is like spray, whenever you do apply a cream, you want to make sure to really rub it into your fingers and your palm and really work it into the parts of your hair. You don't want to just be like, okay, and that's it. You really want to work it into your hair because that's how you're going to get the best benefit, girl. Another thing I like to do sometimes, not all the time, is this Orbe Go Less Nourishing Hair Oil. This stuff is amazing, but it could be a little bit heavy if you apply way too much. I think they have a lighter version. I'm not exactly sure, but like I said, a little goes a long way. Now, you can apply this damp or dry, your preference, but this time I did not apply when it was wet. I'm only going to apply it when my hair is dry. Before I apply some heat, I'm going to go ahead and apply a heat protector. This is the Living Proof Restore Instant Protection. This is also going to help you protect from the sun, you know, Cali girls, you know what I'm talking about, but as well as heat. So it is a spray form, so I'm just going to put this all over my hair. Me pretending not to die from all that air stuff. Now, I'm going to show you guys what curling iron we're going to use. I used to use this one. This is the Hot Tools Signature Series. Now, this is a 1-inch curling iron. Now, I loved it, but I do feel like if you use a 1-inch and you have the length of hair as me, or even longer hair, you are going to get more of a tighter curl. Now, I don't use this baby as much anymore because I have this bad boy right here. This is the Ion. That's the brand, but you can buy any brand that you would like. And this is the 1/1/4. You see, this is a big bad boy. This is going to give you more of a looser wave, or you can also do a kite curl. Wow, tight curl, depending what you're into. But I definitely like this size more for me. You can skip this part if you like, but this is what I personally like to do. I like to use a straightener, and I like to just go towards the end to help smooth out the ends. That way they're not like when I'm curling my hair and then you don't get the ends and then they're just looking at you like, girl, what's good, you gonna cut my hair, or what's good, Sade? So you just want to be careful with that. So I personally just likes to go on the ends and just smooth them out a little bit. So now that I already have the heat protector, I'm just gonna go over, and then also that leaving proof heat protector kind of leaves my hair a little bit soft too. I shed like a crazy woman, okay? So if you see hair everywhere, just mind your business, pretend you don't see it, okay? You don't see it, girl. What you talking about? What is you talking about? Sorry that I can't zoom you out even more because my lens doesn't work. This is the only one that I have, and it's like already programmed to be this this up close, and my room isn't big enough for me to push you back. So I'm sorry if you can't see some of like the ends, but literally you see how this is looking a little like puffy. And also, don't judge me because I'm not over here like those girls that do like hair tutorials and they part their hair all nice and stuff. Like, no, I'm a little ghetto. And it's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to do this right now and focus this more towards the ends. Very, very lightly. This is hard for me to do, and I'm sorry if I keep looking at my monitor because I don't have a mirror in front of me. So, it's kind of hard for me to do this right now. But, smooth it out. You see, right there, me falta, pero es que no puedo ver, pues. No puedo ver. But just smooth out your ends. I went ahead and smoothed out only half of my hair so you can kind of see the difference a little bit. Literally just at the ends though. I didn't do like my whole head. I didn't want to flat out my head. So I'm going to lift up a little bit so you guys can see the difference. This is where I smoothed out the ends a little bit versus it being a little bit more like this. But there's, I mean, everybody has a different preference. I know it looks crazy right now, pero igual como you trust the process for makeup, you need to trust the process for the hair. I already went ahead and parted my hair. I like to just, you know, work it in half. Like I literally divide my hair in half. I don't do it from like the bottom, and like I know some people divide their hair through the back, but I have short arms and that's really hard for me. So I will not be doing that. So I literally just, like I said, I'm a little ghetto with this, and that is fine. Because at the end, the result's going to look good. And that's what actually matters. I always like to have a brush in hand with me. As you can see, I smoothed out the ends, but I didn't really smooth out the base. By the base, I mean the root. You see how there's still volume and a little bit of texture? That's fine. And when you're going to be doing this kind of curls, you want to make sure you get a little bit of thicker sections. You could go ahead and curl this whole part here, but I will be dividing it into two just because I don't want it to be like too crazy. Now again, I'm using the 1 1/4 inch, and this is 400. As you can see, it's a little hot. You know what? I'm gonna put it down a little bit more. This one only has like, it goes to 300, 350, 400, and 450. But also, you're gonna see that I'm not gonna really put this on for too long. So literally, you're gonna grab it, go to the base. I'm doing this. I don't know how to explain it, okay? But I'm like opening and closing it and then putting it down. And you're going to get this. And just leave it for now. This is hard. This is hard for me to do without actually having a mirror in front of me. I'm just kind of like looking at myself in the monitor, and that's a little hard. So props to me, boo. So again, you're grabbing it. You're putting your hair, but you're opening and closing it. So you're not starting towards the ends and pulling it up. You're starting at the root and working it down. And this is what you have right now. Right now they'll look a little bit tighter, but throughout the day they're going to go ahead and like calm down. Now I'm going to grab some more hair. And I'm going to keep doing this until you guys kind of get the process of it. In the sense of how I open and close the clamp. So what I'm doing is, I'm going to kind of get a little bit close. Hopefully it works out for me. I have my finger right on here. And I'm putting my hair, right? And I'm doing this. Do you see? Like I don't have my hair on it. And then do this. Don't pull on your hair like that. Open and close the clamp. And you always want to put the curling iron on your root and work it towards the ends. You never want to grab your hair. I'm not about to do it. I'm not trying to fry my hair. You don't want to put your hair, because I know I used to do this before. You would put your hair here. I wish I had like something to really show you. I don't have even hair extensions, but you don't want to put your hair and then this is the end and then do this. Because then your ends are already frying. And usually your ends are more delicate because, you know, you do a lot of stuff to our hair. Heat, color, all that. So you just want to be a little bit, you know, just a little bit careful. So again, grab it, open, close, open, close until you hit the ends. Well, again, open, close, close. And it gives you a little bit of a, you know, dent slash wave. So here we have it. You see how my hair doesn't look like frizzy? It looks a little bit more smooth. Sorry if I'm not making any sense. I just really feel like I suck at describing things, especially when it comes to like hair. It's a little bit harder for me to explain. But I'm just going to keep grabbing sections of my hair. And I always like to just comb through to make sure I don't have any knots. And that way I get nice and smooth sections. So again, clamp, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Bring it down. And you're going to get pieces that's going to look a little bit weird. Now, I guess the conversation that we should have is like, what direction should I go? When you're working more towards the back, you can go ahead and trade off in the sense of going outwards and going inwards. So I've been doing a lot of outwards, right? Outwards would be when I do like this. Inward would be if I do it like this, which I'm going to do right now. You don't want to do inward too much when you get past your ear. And I'll show you what I mean. Because you see how it's curling inward and it looks a little bit weird for now. Remember, we're going to comb this out a little bit. Pero this is my ear right here. Once I start grabbing hair right here, I am not going to be doing inward. I'm going to be doing more outward motions. That way it's not coming into my face, the curls. You want it to go more outwards. I mean, especially, if you like, you know, inward curls on your hair for you, then that's on you, boo. Pero, yeah. And then you can comb them out now or you can comb it out later. Completely to your preference. But I just want to show you the smoothness of the ends. Sorry, that's my chair. I swear I did not fart. You see it looks a little bit more smooth than if I wouldn't have straightened it. So it's completely up to you again. You do you, boo. Whatever rocks your boat. But I do my sections like this. And it's so crazy how like a difference your hair looks, especially when you have your hair like colored, when you actually style it and everything. When you go to like a hair salon, I know that you're always like, man, like I just wish I can do my hair the way that they always do it after the color. And I think it's a lot of it has to do with most of the time you'll have a treatment done, you know, the products that they put into your hair, they do blow dry your hair, so the products really like tame your hair. So of course, product is a huge key. You need to make sure that you're putting products into your hair. And again, they smooth out your hair before they curl it because they're blow drying. So they're sealing that cuticle and everything. So that's why I'm saying, like, in the sense of straightening at least just your ends to kind of tame them, it makes a difference for me. Usually in the front pieces, I just realized, like here, I kind of do a little bit inward. And I just noticed that. Because usually I do outward, but aquí, yeah, I'm bringing it inward because I'm doing this. But it still looks good though. Oh wait, it still looks good. Alright, I'm going to do the other half of my hair. And then we'll come back. This is my hair just curled. Haven't really brushed it out. I mean, we did brush a little bit out. I believe it was this section. Just a little bit towards the back. But this is what it looks like right now. So, we got this. We got this. Now, it's time to like brush it out and put some product. I personally like to brush it out before putting product. But most of the time when you go to the salon, they usually have a little bit of product in it. So, we're going to put a little bit of this Gold Lust oil. You want to, you know, hydrate and shine. Hold up. Sorry. So, this stuff is a little thick. You see it? A little goes a long way. So, you really want to work this into your palms. Typically, they would have me put my hair back and like you would brush your hair like that. But it's a little harder to do. I'm using my fingers and my nails as kind of like a brush. You see how I worked it out now? And now it looks a little bit not as curly. It looks a little bit more like wavy like. And then throughout the day, it's going to calm down even more. But you can even do even looser by not really going all the way into the root. More working in the midsection. Kind of creating more of a dent than an actual curl. Sometimes I do that too. But most of the time I do wear my hair more like this. So now we're going to apply some hairspray. I'm using the Urban Decay. What? Wow, makeup. I'm going to apply this Orbe Superfine hairspray. This is what the bottle looks like. All chic or whatever. But I'm just going to focus it. Now it gets a little bit of hold. Especially in the front. Sorry, I just don't like to talk when I'm putting hairspray or product like this into my hair because then, you know, you're eating it. But yeah, so I applied that, but I'm also going to apply some of their dry texture spray. Again, it does that. It just gives a little bit of texture and you can create little like piecing as well. So I'm going to shake it and then I'm gonna start hearing my dog sneeze right now. But yeah, so this is my hair. Just play with it a little bit, especially because I divided my hair in half when I usually do my hair, that I really need to work the back so that way it's not like, you know, you don't see my crown in the back. But this is kind of what I have. I'm gonna do a little turn for you. Vuelta, vuelta, sola, sola, chica, sexy, mama. Here we go. Here we have it. This is really all I really do to my hair. And again, throughout the day, it's going to fall out a little bit more, but this is kind of what I do, my go-to look, because I just love my hair curly. It's so funny. Whenever I wear it straight, people are like, oh my god, like, girl, your hair looks so good. And I'm like, ugh, I don't like myself because I'm so used to seeing myself like this that when I have my hair straight, I'm like, I don't know about that. So do you guys have a preference? Let me know down below. Do you prefer to have your hair straight or curly? Or what's good? What is your favorite hairstyle? Well, I hope you guys like this hair tutorial. I know some of you guys have been asking for it. So I said, you know what? Here we go. I didn't feel like my hair was all that, but ustedes, you know, you ask, I deliver if I can. So here it is. Let me know, will you be creating this look or if this video was helpful? Comment down below. I love to interact with you. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I post little previews of what I'm filming and all that goody gut stuff. You're more than welcome to also follow me on my vlogging channel. I basically vlog almost every single day and I upload almost every single day. So if you want to see the rawness of me not wearing makeup and just, you know, drive with me to work, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, thank you so much for watching and I will see you on my next video. Bye!